Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. Today we're on this project at some friend's house. We did some other work here and they asked me to look at this shower. So come on in here and let me show you what we're looking at. This was an addition probably 15, 20 years ago, and they've always had issues in this shower. So come on down here, Jordan. And you see these white deposits? When I first saw those, I thought it was efflorescence. I've dealt with that before. Efflorescence is caused when the water gets into the Portland cement products and dissolves the naturally occurring salts that are in the Portland cement. It floats to the surface. When the water evaporates, you're left with a salt deposit. That is usually a soft, chalky substance, but this is hard. Can you get a close-up on that, Jordan? My knife, I gotta push pretty hard. And look right here, it's actually raised up. Can you see that? Watch. See how it's kind of raised up like a little, looks like a little mountain range right there. So what I think this is latex leaching or latex migration. So what I think the issue is, I don't think the pan liner, the owners told me it has a vinyl pan liner. I don't think it's properly attached to the drain. The water's getting through to the pre-slope around here and causing these issues. The other thing we noticed was, listen to this. You hear that? You hear the difference? So this tile to me is not bonded. It's not solid under there. And that's pretty much everywhere. Yeah. It's worse over here. So we're gonna rip this floor out and see what the issue is. And our first step is to remove the glass, but let me show you one other thing we noticed. So in this room, there's a double vanity, a tub, and a shower. The toilet is behind this door, and there's an exhaust fan in there. There is no exhaust fan in this part of the room, and we don't have an operable window. And we noticed that see the rust from the metal corner bead? And the wallpaper's coming up, and there's mold on the crown molding. So we're gonna recommend that they add an exhaust fan in here where the shower is. So why don't we get our tools and remove the glass. And we put up some plastic here for dust control. We have some drop cloths out. It's a long way to the front of the house. We're just gonna have to cart everything in buckets. If that was an operable window, it'd be nice just to throw it out the window. But Jordan's ready for our workout.
That's true.
All right, let's get our tools and get this glass down.
Let's do it.
Got the glass out of the way. Now it's time for the fun stuff. Nice. All right, gang, that was pretty easy. I think, Jordan, it was attached the best here, right?
Right.
And then you can see the mesh backing from the sheets of the tile. you can almost see where the sheets were. See right there? See the grid pattern? And we didn't have hardly any thin set bonding to the tile. It just came right up. So our next step is to get through this, our slope bed, and hopefully we'll find a liner under that. I'm just gonna see how it feels as far as being solid. It should be thinnest around the drain, so I'm just gonna start there. This is our dry pack, not our pre-slope, but our mortar bed. And there's our pan liner. See it right there?
Yep.
Okay, we have to be very careful here. This has been here for millions of years. There's our liner, and here's our flange. This will unscrew. So this all looks good.
So I wonder how that white stuff was getting through.
It's all wet.
It's wet?
Yeah. I don't know if they accounted for the weep holes. You know, water's going to get in here, but it should drain through here. There should be weep holes in this flange. Let's take this off and see what we can find.
Okay.
It looks like they didn't account for the weep holes. You're supposed to put gravel or small broken pieces of tile over the weep holes so they don't get clogged up. But I didn't see anything like that. Nice.
Nice.
Not too bad.
Nope.
Whew. Now we did notice, you see the red guard? But it's not here. It was on the outer perimeter. So they probably put red guard on the walls and brought it down onto the floor.
Probably.
So that's an encouraging sign, at least on that part. Well, let's get this cleaned up, and then I want to check the slope on this. It doesn't feel like it has much of a slope to me, and we'll look at this drain. Alrighty, gang, we got the mortar bed out of here. My goal was to get it out without damaging the walls, and we only broke a couple of tiles, and you can see here, there's red guard behind it, just like we thought. I didn't want to damage the walls just because that's kind of how we work. I wanted to get the floor out of here first, see what we're up against, talk to the owner, and then we'll keep going. But if this was like a repair instead of a rip it all out kind of thing, you could remove this row of tile, repair the pan, put everything back. But let's take this drain out of here. Just loosen these. And I'm seeing all this mortar in here. It shouldn't be there. The water needs to be able to get out. I think that was our problem. I'm just going to take these all the way out. It'll be easier than trying to spin this thing. Okay, so there's our problem. The liner went into the drain. Water that was supposed to get through these weep holes hit this liner, could never get out. So there, it should have been cut back there. You see this part? That's where water, let's unclog these weep holes so they can see exactly what we're talking about.
Okay.
Now, water can get through that weep hole and get out of here. It couldn't do that before.
Right. So the water was just hitting the weep hole. Whatever was going through was hitting the liner and just sitting. But eventually the weep hole just got clogged up.
This was all wet. It's just now drying out.
Yeah.
So that one little detail is what caused the failure here. I mean, there's a lot of details in a shower. You got to get every one of them right. And then let's see if it's wet under here. Oh, it's soaked. It's like beach sand. Well, I thought it was. Let's check the slope on this. We should have a 1/4 inch per foot. I'd say that's less than 1/4 of an inch.
Right.
Over 2 feet. So not enough pre-slope, clogged weep holes, and the liner was also blocking the weep holes. When I say clogged weep holes, they were clogged with mortar and thin set.
Right.
You're supposed to have rocks or gravel or pieces of tile around the top. That way the water can migrate and get out. All right, let's clean up and go talk to the owner, see what they want to do next.
All right.
All righty, gang. They want us to pull it up, which is a good thing because I want to make sure that our pre-slope is dry. You see these, we have some cracks here. I want to make sure that any water that gets behind there is staying on this side of the waterproofing. So we're just going to make a cut around here and pull this up and check out our pre-slope. It's like cutting an inflatable raft or something. Once you cut it, that's it. That doesn't look like a mortar bed to me.
Yeah.
It looks like concrete.
Oh yeah, I was like...
We had a comment about that. Can you just put this on top of concrete? Right, this is concrete, bud. That is not a pre-slope.
At all.
Let's see what they did here.
Yeah, what's...
Give me that rag so I don't get sand in the drain.
What's up with the sand?
Is that from Pensacola Beach? It's not white enough. Why do people do stuff like this? Alrighty, gang, I think our detective work is over. This is not a traditional dry pack pre-slope mortar bed. This is our concrete slab. So I think what they did, they stubbed up the drain from the P-trap when they did their rough-in plumbing for this addition. And the concrete guys kind of sloped this towards the drain. When the tile setters got here, they chipped out the concrete and put in their 3-piece flange, or their 3-piece drain. See that? 1, 2, 3. And proceeded to build their shower with a vinyl pan. If they replaced the pan or the vinyl pan, they had to get behind the backer board. See right here? You can see how it goes behind it. And they would have had to come up the wall and then replace the backer board. I want to make sure they did a proper repair with thin set and tape over that joint. That's my main goal. I want to see what they did. Now going back to this slab, this would have worked had this had the proper slope, but this sand was no good. They should have used dry pack in here or concrete or something to make this solid, especially around the drain where you're walking all the time. Now I keep saying dry pack, that's what dry pack is. Very little water added to that. So you can mold it and shape it to fit your drain. So when I first saw this concrete, I was thinking, oh, we got to chip it out just like we did before. But that was because we had a curbless shower. Now we got a curb. So we're going to put a bonding agent down, do our pre-slope with a dry pack, slope to our new Schluter drain with the proper slope, a Curdy pan, and we're going to fix it that way. And once we get this off, we'll determine how we're going to fix these walls if we have to. All right, so let's pull these tiles off and see what we find. I think I'm going to start right here because it was loose.
All right.
Coming off too easily for me. And it looks like they didn't even use a notch trowel. They just daubed it on there and stuck the tile on.
All right, what do we got under?
Oh man. Oh, look at this. Look.
Yikes.
They just covered it all up. So what that tells me is, what else did they cover up? Right?
Right.
The only way I'm going to be happy in this shower is ripping it all out. All right, and the other thing you'll notice, of course, is that the vinyl liner doesn't go over the curb.
Yeah, they just cut it.
Yep, it ends right here. Hopefully it doesn't end right there. Around here, it's supposed to go up higher. But look at this.
Yeah, the job just got bigger.
I mean, just by hand.
Ugh, gosh.
All right.
All right, Stud Pack, we got a job.
Cut out for us. Let's get cracking. All right, guys, since we know all this tile's coming down, and now we're gonna have to change the deck here under the tub, we're gonna pull this tub so it's out of our way and we don't scratch it. So Jordan's already cut an access panel here, and there are 2 valves in there for the water, so that's good. We don't have to turn off the whole house. And I'm gonna disconnect the drain and we'll yank this tub out of here.
Let's get it.
Is there a hose like you have on the toilet? All right, we were able to reach the shutoff valves from over here on my left.
That's the panel we cut.
Yeah, but these are soldered to the valve bodies, so we're gonna have to cut them. And then we're ready to pull that tub out. It stinks under there. Alrighty, gang, we are done for today. Today was kind of a diagnostic day for us. We wanted to see what we were up against in the shower. Now we know we got to rip the whole thing out. We pulled the tub. I think when the owners come home tonight, they're going to see this and see how much room they really have back here. They're thinking about a freestanding tub.
I like that idea.
Yep. But let us know in the comments what you think you might do. Would you put a tub way back here?
Have a little TV on the wall.
Yep.
Little Netflix.
But if you put the tub here, then you can maybe move the shower over. And yeah, we have the window in the way, but you could make that shower probably a foot bigger. So that was a good day. I feel good about it. We have some issues down here with some rodents. I see the droppings, and this wall is pretty much open right here to the storage room. So we'll have to fix all that. We're going to wrap it up for today. If you liked the video, please give us that thumbs up. We really appreciate that. Drop us a comment below. Like we said, we try to answer them as often as we can. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. That would mean the world to us. So we're going to come back tomorrow and rip all this tile out, and we'll see you then.
Stay tuned for the series.
All right.